Headlines read, Ryan Garcia makes shocking call when discussing who punches hardest out of Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney. Now, I couldn't find the audio clips to this, so this is an article from The Zone. Also, Seconds Out have an article about this. But basically, they're asking Ryan Garcia who punches harder, who's the hardest fight, and he gives a shocking answer. Well, at least to me, but when you think about the circumstances, he might have a point. But anyway, Ryan Garcia says this. Haney caught me. Gervonta Davis, I did not really feel anything. It wasn't a hard fight. I was just weak, said Garcia when speaking on both fighters. It's not a hard fight for me. You guys can pull up the picture of me on how I looked against Gervonta Davis and how I looked against Devin Haney. I would have beaten Gervonta Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Those are the words of Ryan Garcia. And I have to remind you, this is a boxing publication, The Zone, Seconds Out. If there is an audio clip out there, I haven't found it yet, but this is what he's saying on The Zone. Now, what he's talking about is the circumstances that he had to deal with to fight Gervonta Davis, and he has nobody to blame but himself because Oscar and B-Hop advised him not to sign the contract, and he did it anyway. And he also had a crack rib, according to him. That gives a more of a reason he should have postponed the fight. Now, even though he had all that going on, it's still no excuse. You got in the ring, you took the money, and Jay. I would still pick Tank to win, but I thought it would be a more competitive fight if Ryan was comfortable at the weight and he had a full training camp. If he were actually trained for a fight, I think it would have been more of a competitive fight. Tank probably would have won at the end, but still, Ryan Garcia had that knockout power. And if Lamont Roach can stagger Gervonta Davis, I'm sure Ryan Garcia could do worse. Lamont Roach is coming from 130. I think Ryan Garcia will finish at 154 or 160. He's a big guy. And Ryan Garcia and Lamont Roach both been on record saying that Tank Davis' punching power is not extraordinary. It's decent, but it's not extraordinary. Ryan Garcia said he catches you with timing shots like a sniper. And Lamont Roach said it's decent power, but he has a good chin. I mean, you hear all these sparring stories about Tank Davis' power knocking out light heavyweights. Roach and Garcia is telling us it's not like that. Well, who am I to argue with them? I haven't been in the ring with Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia has been in the ring with Devin and Gervonta Davis, and he says he is more impressed with the shots Haney caught him with than Gervonta Davis, according to the article. But as far as the rematch goes, I don't think a rematch is going to happen. Ryan Garcia is at 147. I don't think he's going any lower than that. And Tank is trying to stay at 135, and I don't see him moving up. And matter of fact, he's not even fighting anybody at 135. He's still bringing guys from 130 and 126, I mean, he fought Martin at 135, but everybody knew Martin was drained at 135. But that is Tank Davis. That's what his management team does. But anyway, what do you think about Ryan Garcia's comments that Devin Haney was a harder fight than Tank Davis? Also, do you believe Ryan Garcia would have beat Tank Davis if the fight was at a higher weight, like 145? Jay Beasy, I'm gone.